Hey, what up, people? Football Talkative. I'm your host, AB. Woo! Man, this weekend, the football delivered again. The football delivered again. That's why we're back here. Where do we want to start? So much to get into. Yeah, so much to be excited about. The new year. The new year has been amazing. Well, for a few people, we know who people are, but still, hope everybody's having an amazing start to the new year. Yeah, Premier League last game of the match weekend was yesterday, which was the big game. You understand? City versus Chelsea. City at home. Never did I think I'll be saying what I'm about to say, but apparently, City felt the pressure. And City bottled it. Isn't that crazy to say that City bottled something? That City felt the pressure. That game, the stage was set, because obviously City knew what they needed to do. City needed to win the game to try and at least close back the gap, because Arsenal had already won their game, away at Bournemouth and stuff like that. And the stage was set for City. Perfect game to bounce back because they drew their last game. You understand? Chelsea are in turmoil right now. We've laughed, we've joked, we know what's been going on. Chelsea are suffering. Weakened team. No Caicedo, no Cucurella. You understand? Palmer, not in form. Manager sacked. Drama between board and manager that led to, the manager being sacked. No manager. They have a nanny for a manager right now. Or as is it Peter Drury described, family man. No manager. Everybody, a lot of like disorganization and a lot of like what do you call it? Uncertainty around Chelsea, and this is the great Pep. You get, what else do you need? And City bottled it. Yeah, the game was just like, it didn't really even deliver like on the quality like that. First half, both teams were like, kind of sloppy, and this. Obviously, City had the more dangerous attack. They're looking more threatening. In that first half and stuff. Chelsea, in terms of attack, Pedro Neto was like the main weapon fashioned against Chelsea. I told you guys about this guy, man. This guy is a road runner. Yeah, this dude was supposed to be a sprinter. He's not supposed to be a footballer. Runs with his head down, runs and leaves the ball behind. Then look at that chance he missed. Golden chance he missed. Pedro Neto was not the best in that game. Palmer was not the best in that game. In fact, Palmer barely had any influence at all. Probably until like the second half where he made that through ball for, I forget who he was, but he made a very good through ball, down the wing that led to, that like a potential. It was for Liam Delap, where he now got into the tussle with Kusanov. You get what I'm saying? But I mean, the quality wasn't really there from both teams. It wasn't like, and you could kind of tell that City were feeling the pressure, you see, because they knew they had to win that game. And Chelsea made it difficult. Enzo Fernandez, I need to give a shout out to Enzo Fernandez, because I throw Enzo Fernandez a lot. But in that game, he was really, really good. He worked so hard for the team. He pressed. His intensity, his aggression in midfield, he was really, really trying, especially in that first half, because City really ran the midfield in that first half, I believe, and he was the only one, even though he couldn't like exert control as far as retaining the ball and all of that, but he was the one really going about, getting in City's faces, trying to win tackles and all of that. He was really, really aggressive the whole game, and he was up for the battle. You get what I'm saying? Now, credit to the support manager, or should I say the caretaker manager, because he made a couple of changes like second half, which I think kind of made things a bit more easier for Chelsea to compete and give them a chance to get back into the game. So like now bringing on Andre Santos, you could see that at least a bit more that additional ball player in midfield I think it was Esteval that was taking off. So, having that increased body in the midfield, and Andre Santos, sorry, with his ball, being able to use the ball a bit better in midfield, and so just having that extra man that can use the ball and get on the ball and stuff in midfield, it helped. It helped to stabilize Chelsea a bit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, of course, first half, City, again, due to just the astounding quality of the kind of players that they have, they got the lead. Haaland had missed the chance before then, but Reinder's goal was, that was tough. That was tough. Probably you would say Badiashile could have tried to step across a bit further, but still, what a finish, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really good finish. And, City got the goal, and they just couldn't, they couldn't find the opportunities, especially in the second half. Like, a lot of broke down attacks from both Cherki, Foden. You know what I'm saying? They just couldn't stitch it together. And Chelsea were looking like they're growing more and more likely to score. And the opportunities that came, like Palmer had that one where he was trying to use his right foot and stuff like that. And then in the end, because City had, you could see that they were kind of thinking, oh, do we go for it, leave ourselves exposed? 1-0 is a very, very slim lead and stuff like that. And it seemed like City at some point decided to hold what they had, brought on Ake, took out Gvardiol and all these guys because probably a bit of injury and all of that. But then, in the end, dying minutes of the game, Enzo Fernandez, the guy I've already talked about, stepped up with the goal. And City let it slip. Now what that means is that as it stands right now, Arsenal 6 points ahead. This is why it's important for Arsenal, if they want to win the league, like I was saying. Not only do you need to win your games, you see, like now, beating Villa the other week, was really, really important. Obviously, following up with a win against Bournemouth was more important, because if you don't win against Bournemouth, it kind of takes away from the glory of winning against Villa. But at the same time, beat your direct rivals, just get points on the board, mount that pressure. We know that City is a juggernaut in the league. They're used to being in that position. But you have to think, the players that are in this current City team are not exactly the same fiber and the same kind of attitude. They're not even the same type of people who were in those teams that would, start recovering the lead from 10 points behind and all of that. So if you can win your games, especially games against teams like Villa that are close to you in the table, to where if you win those games, it sends a really big message that, listen, we mean business, we're ready. You get immense pressure, bro. Immense pressure. Despite it being City, despite it being Pep, the greatest manager, having Haaland and all of that, immense pressure. And it seems like the pressure is working at the moment. So yeah, big ups to Chelsea. You understand? Club champions. That's why you're club champions. That's why you're world champions. You get what I'm saying? I knew you could do it. You see? Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Respect. Now, on to other matters. You see, Liverpool slipping up again. Another draw. I don't know what it is with Arne Slot and midfielders. This guy doesn't seem to like wingers. When Salah went on AFCON, I thought people like Chiesa would get more of an opportunity. But even people like, I thought people like Chiesa would get more of an opportunity. They have that youngster, is in Goma, so looks really exciting, prospect and whatever. But for some reason, Slot doesn't want to use wingers, bro. Rather, he's using verts on the wing. Now I know that Ekitike had to miss this game, so obviously Gakpo went into the center. But bring in, Chiesa. Every time he comes on, he has an effect on the game. This is a guy that can stretch the pitch, get in behind and stuff. And Liverpool, again, suffering against a stubborn low block, And it was, I don't know, it was very lethargic from Liverpool. They were not looking fluid at all. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oof. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is with Liverpool. they're not looking their best at all. Fulham really puts it on them. And again, another game where you think Liverpool have an opportunity to kind of take points here. Chelsea are suffering. United don't really know what they're doing. Don't know what they're doing with their life and all of that. Because Fulham, look how many players Fulham are missing due to AFCON and all of that. But still, Fulham probably, you can even argue, had the better chances in that game. So Liverpool obviously drawing another game. The result is not all that significant in terms of the title race and wherever. But it's just going on to show probably this Arne Slot guy is out of his depth, bro. Me, I always believed last season he won the league because the platforms were already set, the team was already set, the attitude was already set, everything was already kind of set based off of how Jurgen Klopp influenced the club, influenced the team and all of that. But him, and that's another very important thing as well, there's also, it seems like Anfield doesn't have that kind of vibe. Anfield used to have this kind of fear factor, we're going to Anfield. But it doesn't seem to have that anymore. And I think that's also down to the personality of Slot as well. Because you see, Jurgen Klopp used to be this kind of fist pumping, passionate, engaging, front-facing type of manager. Slot is more laid back, chill, and whatever. So the crowd also, I don't think they are getting, or the fans, should I say, when they're in the stadium, and just the all-round influence of him as a coach, I don't think it doesn't really instigates that passion and that fire that we know that the Scousers have, which has always made Liverpool, this very dominant. Which has always made Anfield this very dominant and scary place to go in the last couple of years, especially under Jurgen Klopp. So yeah, man, Liverpool slip up again, another draw. Plenty of artists in the league these days. Now, Manchester United. It's never a bad week. It's never a bad week so long as United play. United, what's up with United? Amorim, bro. This guy, oh man. You see, Slot likes midfielders. Amorim likes defenders. Give me an attacker to score me a goal. No, bring on a fullback. Oh, we need a creative midfielder or a midfielder that can hold the ball. No, give me a DM or a DM that can play in centre half as well. This guy started 3 at the back, or should I say 5 at the back against Leeds. Played Dogu in the 10 because the kind of system he plays, those guys that are near the striker, they're kind of like the 10s. Play Dogu. Dogu is a dude that doesn't have, this is a dude that can't keep the ball like that. He doesn't have flair and footwork and whatever. That's the guy in your 10. If not for Cunha, bro, I don't know where these guys would be, especially in that particular game. Šeško, what's up with Šeško, bro? What's up with Šeško? And some people might want to have talk about your careers. But look at Šeško. See the chances this guy missed, bro. Look at the chances this guy missed. They paid big money for this guy, only for him to be missing, open nets and all of that. Manchester United, man. Amorim then, when he saw that, oh, I've effed up, then he now started trying to make it into a back four, But too late, bro. Man, you see, United is a problem. In fact, yesterday I read somewhere that they said United don't hire Nigerian chef. So they don't chow too much okra soup based on how they draw. Man, I don't know what it is with United, bro. That club, there's something going on that we cannot explain. In fact, United no be club, they be polling units at this point. As in, not just place where we say you will drop tickets. That's all. whether Old Trafford, whether they're away, Man, I don't know, man. United, I think, probably banter aside and everything, maybe a draw, probably you could say, kind of was a fair result in a way, because if Shesko converted his chances, probably we'll be talking about like, a different outcome at least, even though we're not talking about like a different game, like tactically. But the thing is, even the goal that Cunha scored, that wasn't really like based off the tactical gameplay or the setup or whatever. It was Zirkzee, the brilliance of Zirkzee, which is crazy because Zirkzee was on the bench. Why play Dogo in the 10 when there's Zirkzee who can play either right behind the striker or even drop into midfield, has much better hold-up play and all of that. I don't know, man. This Amorim dude is such a fucking fraud, bro. This dude is a fraud on, oh man, like, man. Kai. Long may it continue. I mean, United don't know what they're doing. We're happy, you get. So yeah, man, title race looking more and more interesting. Arsenal getting more of that separation that they like or they would have hoped for. It's been perfect for Arsenal. This entire festive period from Christmas to New Year so far has been perfect for Arsenal. And Arsenal, if they just keep doing what they're doing or what they're supposed to do, yeah, come May, they might be the ones to, lift the trophy. So yeah, man, thank you for watching this video. Like always, thank you for the support. Like always, you get what I'm saying? Doesn't matter how little, I appreciate it. You get what I'm saying? Please consider subscribing to my channel. I'm doing the best I can right now. I'm learning, building the plane while I'm flying there at the same time. Hope to get better, do more, and improve and post more and all of that. So please subscribe to my channel. You get what I'm saying? Like the video, share your comments as well if you don't mind. You can follow me on Instagram as well as the Football Talkative on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Once more, it's your host AB, and I'm out, bro. Peace.